One of the great things about working with a platform such as Workbooks CRM is that it allows you to not only utilize the native interface, but you can go beyond that in order to build something that is a bit more branded or has its own theme. One such example that we're going to talk about today is where we've developed a web-based time tracking utility. The reason why we've done this is that we would like to make it quicker and easier for someone who is performing work in a specific client job, or case as it were, to easily track and record the time they've spent on a specific task. We had previously built out the time tracking capability within Workbooks itself, which was working well, but we wanted to create something that would allow people to quickly switch back and forth between different jobs and not lose any time spent in these cases. The internal time tracking capability that we had created inside of Workbooks looks like this. I have to select my name from Perform By. Then I'm going to write in a task that was performed. And then I have to estimate the time spent. So here we're going to put in 0.5 for 30 minutes. In our situation, we also have a work performed which is split into multiple categories for reporting purposes. In a service industry, this could include something like drive time if you wanted to track your employees' time spent driving from one location to the next. Now, when I save the record, it's actually going to refresh these fields, and it will create an activity, as we're going to illustrate here. So once the record saves, the script is run, and if we click on the Activities tab, we'll see that the activity has been created, and the time that was spent is also tracked here. And now we can build a report on this to show how much the total time was. So now let's say I was in the middle of doing something for this customer, and I then had to support, either the support phone rang, I needed to take care of an issue for another customer. Now I could either track my time, I could put in a note or time of what was done so far, scribble something down on a piece of paper, and then I'd have to open up another case. Now in Workbooks it's pretty easy to do that because it allows you to have multiple windows open at the same time, but it still takes time to search for the other case, open it up, etc. So let's just close out of this case, and then we're going to go into our web-based app which has the timer feature, and we can see how this works to track our time. So the first thing I'm going to do is log in, and once I log in I'll be able to click on the log time option here. And so once I click on there, you're going to see that I've got a couple different cases that I can choose from. I've actually created I've started the timer on another tab, as a submit button in our case will appear only if the timer is on for 5 minutes. Also, you'll see here that the timer case for case 44176, the timer case has been started, and then we have RS construction case which has not been started. If I shrink the screen, you'll also notice that we built a page that's responsive. So this should give you a slight idea of what it would look like on a mobile device. So there you go. Also, you'll notice that if I click on another play button, then that case timer will begin and the original one will stop. This prevents us from overclocking activity time. Now, once I click on the check button, I can now log the activity that I have performed. I will state the work that I did, and if I wanted to, I can change the work performed. I'm going to put stirred here. Stirred, not shaken in our case. We'll hit submit. And then back in Workbooks, the task is created with the same information as if I had used the time tracking feature that was illustrated previously. So we'll open up the case. Here we've created a shortcut to it. And we'll click on the Activities tab to take a look at the activity that was just recorded. And we'll see it right there. So there we go. So now this particular example is just one of many ways in which you would be able to build a similar feature. You could also imagine that on a mobile device your employees could also be able to take advantage of GPS capabilities to track location or any other number of customizations that are appropriate for your business. Hopefully, this video gives you a great idea of the kinds of integrations and functionality we can achieve with Workbooks CRM as a platform. Thank you.